won't wanna be there for you until they're not there for you. Until they approach that line and their mind pollute conclusions of grandeur and fear assumes. No wonder we're broken and bruised, feeling consumed, despair and time is fucked up being used. Lord, will we ever know? Oh no, I think it might be time for you to go away.
Hello, everybody. This is normally the Hawco and Carnell show, but for tonight, we're just going to refer to it as the Hawco Hour. Why? Because I'm alone. I just want to say, hello, I'm here. Don't worry. I derail trains. I don't wreck them, Mr. Curtis. But I want to say thank you all for coming out so far. I see everybody's in here. Let's get it started. Yeah, light it up, Dub. Light it up. So, I'm not going to lie. It's been eating at me all week. All week. Even more so this morning when I found out that my guest host was sick. And I was like, oh, yes, yes. Nothing like being alone. But then I realized I'm not alone. I got all you guys with me. So, with that being said, no train wrecks, Curtis. No train wrecks. You know, you should have came on with me tonight. That would have been nice. What happened there? Oh, and by the way, is it 502, 501, or 501, 502? 502, 501. I like 502 Disrupt. Yeah, 502 Disrupt. Feel free to call in, people, because I want to talk to you. I want y'all to talk to me. If you have a question, anything you want to know, because outside of that, you know what I really want to talk about? Did you guys hear about that lady in Wichita Falls? So apparently, she was driving around in an electric cart, all in this parking lot at a Walmart, for like 3 hours before the employees finally called. Yeah, we did ask, Curtis. Well, I didn't know I was supposed to. I thought me and Sean were like, you should. But either way. So this lady's tooling around for like 3 hours in the parking lot at Walmart, drinking out of a Pringles can. Probably getting trashed. Who knows what she was drinking? Could have been moose piss. Who knows? They got all kinds of fun stuff going on up there. So the employees of this Walmart finally call the police. The police come. They find her in a restaurant. They banned her. And this is what I don't get. So this woman drives around on an electric cart getting trashed and only gets banned. I feel like I would have been arrested. And, like, they didn't even release her name. Like, this is just some random old lady probably boozing it up in her Pringles can in a parking lot at Walmart. But they left her in the restaurant that they found her in. That just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I would have got a free pair of friggin' bracelets, and my name would have been right in the police blotter, like, oh, Hawco boozing it up at Walmart. So, I don't get that. What makes her so special? Not that I want to go out and booze it up on an electric cart in a Walmart parking lot and hope to be found in a friggin' restaurant, but, I mean, think about that. What the hell's the matter with that situation? Like Wichita Falls. Yeah, see? I would have got, yeah, exactly, Brian. We would have gotten OUIs, and they would have found some way to throw in a Class B friggin' sex offender somehow. You know, I do something every day before I leave the house, because there's a lot of stupidity in the world and a lot of rage. Like, you guys seen the other day the crazy road rage on the Mass Pike, and the gentleman was on the hood of the car, and that gentleman was like 65, 67 years old or something. like, granted, he probably shouldn't have jumped on the hood of the car. As a matter of fact, if I do recall correctly, both of those two gentlemen, the 37-year-old driving the SUV and the 65-year-old gentleman that jumped on the hood, they're both being held accountable for the escalation of that incident. But kudos to Frankie Hernandez, who, with his license to carry, was like, I have had enough of this shit. I am not letting this happen. You know, like, it's probably, you know, think about the people who do have a license to carry, a license to conceal, you know. Yeah, you're trained to play with it, use it, and whatnot. But when it comes to actually taking it out and doing... Yes, his name was Fitzgerald. But when it comes to actually taking it out and using it and doing right, like, that's probably horrifying for him. Like, can you imagine what was going through his head, like, as he drove next to them? Like, should I, yeah, screw this. Boom, you know, like, hey, enough of this shit. That's why you just gotta relax. Like, there's it's not the word. Not way too little, we'll say. Way too little time in this shell with this to waste it being angry at it. You've got beautiful things like that over there. Dog. Hug a dog. Let it lick you a little bit. Smoke a bone. Be happy. Don't waste it being full of rage. You know, oh no, you're in traffic. You're not going to get there on time. Leave earlier. It's not your fault. It's not the person's fault in front of you. Just don't waste time being angry. It is a waste of emotion. Somebody punches you in the face, I get it. Retaliate. You don't have to do it angrily, though. You could do it matter-of-factly. Like, yeah, this is why you shouldn't have done that. I hit the wrong button over here, so now I can't see comments. And I'm back. How was everybody's day? How's everybody's week so far? Mine's been horrible. It's been super cold. My thermostat at my house stopped working. So it was either full blast or nothing, but I recently got one. Oh my God, my man. Are you watching? So, did you guys know that my co-host is going to be playing for the Red Sox now? I seen it. They gave him a bat with his name on it and everything. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a fantasy to me. Like, would that be I guess it is for some people, but I just don't see fun in that. Like, hey, what's your fantasy? Oh, I want to go play baseball with a bunch of people who don't play baseball anymore. I'm sorry, I love you, buddy, but kudos to you for enjoying it. I'd be bored as sin on a beach. Actually, I wouldn't be bored, I'd just be on the beach. Is it 64 degrees? Holy crap. They must have winter coats on down there. I'd have t-shirt on and a pair of shorts. 64 degrees. What a bastard. Look at you. 64 degrees. And you're hanging out in the hotel room, aren't you? All by yourself. Or do you got Oil Can Boyd with you? I wanted to see more of him. Did you tell him I wanted him on? You better have. You know what would be awesome? If we could smoke in here. I want more places like that. In due time. In due time. Why can't I get an invite on? You got... I'd be wearing it. Yeah, 64 degrees, right, Anessa? Brian, get your ass to Everett. I'll have you sit down next to me for the last friggin' 45 minutes or so. I ain't mad at you. I am not mad at you at all. So... yeah, I am. I'm kind of at a loss because I was all... right? You just got invited, Brian. I was all set up to to have a guest host who you all have met. I don't want to throw him under the bus, but he is sick, and I feel very bad, but I was all ready for him. I was ready for him, and now I'm not, because he's not here. So call in. Where's my call-in co-host? I was expecting him. He was already talking to me, patiently waiting for me to go live so that he could call in. And where is he? Sean, why don't you call in from down there? Let us know how you're doing in Florida. We don't care that it's 64 degrees. Too late tonight. Yeah, absolutely, Brian. Reach out to me in private messages. We'll touch base and we'll get something scheduled. We'll schedule something. Oh my God. I started watching Sex Education on Netflix. It is fucking hilarious. I love British comedy. Blows my mind. But there's one thing that I'm not sure on. I haven't looked into it yet. The main character, Otis, his mom, I'm pretty sure it's Scully. Like Mulder and... I'm pretty sure it's her. What's her name? Juliet? Gillian Anderson. I'm pretty sure it's her, but it could just be a British actress that looks just like her. I'm not sure. Is she? Mr. Fitzpatrick woodwork in the house. Phenomenal woodwork. Anybody needs a lovely sign made or anything like that, fantastic. I've got a few coming up. I don't want to throw them out there yet because they're kind of surprise gifts. But they won't know because I haven't mentioned what they were. Watch Lucifer. Wasn't that already a TV show? I've actually, it's in my list, Anessa, don't get me wrong. It is in my list. Did you watch Sex Education? Oh, Buck Meow. I see you. I hope you're not in trouble, Mr. Preziosi. Mr. Precious. His name means precious in Italian. Preziosi. You know what my name means? Hawco. I don't know. It's just Hawco. As a matter of fact, any of my Newfie or Cape Bretoners in here want to tell us if you know what our last name means? Because I'm pretty sure none of us do. I've dug pretty deep into that, and nobody knows. So, you see, Anessa, it got dropped by Fake News Fox, so that means it's probably hilarious. You know? Picked up by Netflix. Anything that's picked up by Netflix usually stays on and is hilarious. I don't know if I'm going to dig into the Lucifer yet. Uh-oh. All right. You know, this is the last time. So I'm sure everybody else just got the same alert I did. Do you guys remember when we didn't need a phone to tell us that there was a storm coming? Like, we live in New England, in Boston, in wherever, South Shore, North Shore, wherever you are in this neck of the woods. Hell, whether you're in Maine, I don't care. It's wintertime. It's going to be cold out. There may be snow. Maybe rain. Look out your window. Don't go by them. Do you know how many? That's probably the fourth one I've gotten en route to be on the show. Fourth one. It still wasn't snowing out there when I got in here. So I don't know what they're on about, but it's not here yet. You know, we do have some bad, very cold weather coming in tonight and tomorrow, right? Negative 18, is that what they said? Negative 18. So yes, I do remember that. Yes, I missed that. You know, like you would actually get up earlier than you would for school just to watch the bottom of the screen and hope. You were praying. Like, oh, no, oh. And then it would, like when I lived in Weymouth, it would skip and go right to like Xavier and you'd be like, God damn it. And they always did that to us. Yeah, Caribou is well, that whole northern Maine is storm central in general. Like, I try to explain to people down here sometimes when they're like, oh my God, there's snow everywhere. And I'm like, no. We used to literally walk through 5-foot hallways of snow. 5 feet. I mean, both sides. That was the pathway you walked to your class or whatever, wherever you were going. Ramiz is a coworker of mine, great Albanian man, and I think he is the reincarnation of Fonzie, if Fonzie was a real person. I'm pretty sure. He's awesome. He's a great dude. Great dude. I was Avon. Yeah. So you were Avon, so you knew before everybody else that you could go back to bed. I was happy with 2 hour delay. Ah, nice. You know, you knew you were going to meet up with everybody, and prep for school, maybe a little studying. Studying. Seriously, though, stay in school, kids. Stay in school. Garrett Zecker. Love this kid. Guy. Sorry, we're not kids anymore. I keep saying that. He's the lucky one, Rob. Who's the lucky one, Anessa? You got me crazy on that. 502 disrupt. 502 disrupt, Scooter J Dub. Also, there's a storm coming. 502 disrupt. Listen, Sean, I just told you to call in and say hello, not tell people what the number is. That's not nice. Yeah. Bravo. Thank you, Ramiz. Thank you. Don't forget, Ramiz, tomorrow, I'm going to cut that fan on the bathroom. Go ahead. Did you say there was a call? Hello. Hey, Bismarck. Hey, Darlene. William Joshua. What's the topic? If there is no real topic of discussion tonight, you want to throw something out there for us? Or you want to call in and bring something up, talk to us about your day, talk to me about your day, express something you didn't express to somebody else that you should have today? Have at it, brother. My ears are open and ready to be bent. Uh-oh. All right. Just bear with us for a moment. There was a momentary lapse of sanity. Yeah. What is it? Ding, ding. Marijuana affects the memory. I still think that was propaganda that they just fed to us. Because to this day, yeah, I do forget things from time to time, but I know non-smokers and whatnot that forget way more than me. And I would also like to, and this may be a little bit big-headed, but hey, I'm Big Head Bob, what can I say? I consider myself fairly intelligent, too, and I do smoke pot. My teachers were incorrect. Are they on? Are they already? All right. Dub, if that was you that called, feel free to call back. We have reconnected the lines, and we should be operational now. I'm going to put my other headphone in because I have a feeling I'm going to hear dogs on my right. I'd like to bring Roscoe in some night, but I feel like these dogs would all be afraid of him, even though he's a sissy. Ooh. It is snowing. You know why you don't feel any different not smoking for the month? Because you need to smoke. You like it, though? I mean, Brian, you don't have to answer, but did you... Not you, sorry. Fitzgerald, did you quit because you needed to, or... Oh, 1 second, Brian. Hello. Again? Shall I say hello? Hello, and thank you for calling Movie Phone. Phones are messed up because I heard there's a storm coming. So all that shit I just talked about, no snow, and it's not snowing yet. I looked out to the right, and there is some window up there, and there's some big old fat flakes coming down. So looks like I might have to twist one for the route home, huh? You are trying, Dub. I know. Please try again. Pardon me. Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? So, as I was saying earlier, like I smoke in the morning. Now it'll work. Now it should work. So I'm going to talk about smoking in the morning. Yes, I do remember that. No, you don't. You don't. Are you sure you need the card now? Because last I checked, unless you're also not supposed to drink. Ah, Shane, I didn't even think to ask you. I asked John if he had any ideas, but then again, we were good to go. We were, yeah, from Hawaii to Limestone. We were good to go up until this morning. Ooh, phone ringing. Will you put that back up a little bit, though?
Unless you're also not supposed to drink.
Turn your phone down. Or turn whatever you're watching us on.
Okay, I'll turn it down now.
All right.
I asked John if he
Is
had
that
any
Dub?
ideas.
Yes, sir.
How we doing, Virginia?
Oh, no, all right. You know, it's dinner time.
It is dinner time. It is dinner time.
Yeah.
Did you make it? Did Dora make it? What are you guys having?
Oh, no, I made it.
What did you, oh, so nachos?
Close.
Well.
Hey, shut up. It's not my fault. She has to work, 3 days a week, so I have to make dinner 3 days a week.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that, as long as the little man eats.
Oh, yeah. He had some roast cauliflower, some corn, some sweet potato fries.
Ooh.
And, oh, yeah. So he was snacking, eating.
You're definitely making me hungry.
Well,
Yes.
that's good.
I'm like nibbling on fries, and you're talking about all that fun stuff, like the negative broccoli. I mean cauliflower.
Yes. So we started. I'm sorry, I was doing all that, getting dinner ready, and I heard you talking about limestone.
Yeah. I did.
Man.
We have another person in the room right now, or not here with me, but in the show, Anessa. Remember Anessa?
I do remember that name for some reason, but the face isn't coming up. You know what I mean? But I was giving you a call because, yeah, I look at all these Facebook stories of, oh, it's so cold, it's so cold. I showed up into Brunswick, Maine from Hawaii and went up to Limestone, Maine. This was in 98, and if anyone remembers 98, it was a great ice storm of 98. Everything was covered in like 3 inches of ice everywhere. So I went from sandy beaches to walking in hallways of, like, hallways.
Literally
of snow.
hallways. I can attest to this.
And, like, there was no, haha, let's push my friend into a snowbank. It was like, haha, let's push my friend into a wall.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was crazy to me. And then when you get, some guys that are a little bit bigger than me jumping out of a 3rd-story window into a snowbank, landing, and we're laughing about it, like, it just was
I would still do that.
mind-boggling. Now I would.
I did it. I did it then too.
So did I. I just came from Hawaii. You guys are jumping out of a window into a snowbank? Okay, this must be a northern thing. Let me fucking jump on.
Welcome to New England, Hawaii.
Yeah. Fuck it, you ain't going to scare me with a good time. Let's roll.
Right? You're
So,
absolutely...
until we got caught by security, and they told us to stop or we'd all be asked to leave school.
No. Remember? You would be termed.
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 Yeah.
You got terminated. You didn't get expelled. You were termed.
Let's see let's see the names of who got termed. My very first winter, they're pulling fire alarms, making me walk outside at 2 o'clock in the frickin' morning. Oh man. Yeah, those were fun times.
Was that the same night that we had like 4 different fire alarms? It was like -20, and we bombarded the friggin' fire chief and the police chief with fucking snowballs.
Yes,
he was racist. He was a racist prick. Sat in the middle of the group of all of us, and he was like, "You guys leave that city shit back home. We don't need that shit here." And like 3 of us snowballed up.
Yep. And if another fire alarm goes off, I hope you all burn because we're not coming out here to save you.
That's what they said to us.
Yep.
So where we went, there were people from everywhere, all walks of life, whether you were a local, born corn-fed up in northern Maine, or city slicker from down in Boston. Dub came from Hawaii. All walks of life, all branches of our human race, and they were horrible for us. Like, we would show up, they'd fill up the bus, they'd take us to like the mall, and you would be like watched, like beyond belief. And some places we couldn't even go into, just because the locals thought we were horrible people. Guess what?
We would get dropped off at that gas station, and they loved us.
The gas station loved us because it was government money that just kept flowing into them, and everybody else was like, "No, you guys are scumbags."
We're going in there, and whoever is over 18 is buying cartons of cigarettes, and we're trying to shove them in people's pants so we can smuggle them back on and turn around and sell a $2 pack of cigarettes for $10.
Oh, my God. Do you remember that?
Oh my God, yes.
We used
you know
to make
how much
so
money
much
I
money
made
on
off
cigarettes.
of ramen?
Stop talking about that.
Oh God, it was
That's
great.
probably, I wonder, now there's probably like limitations on that shit. They've got no proof.
I don't care, fine.
They've got no proof.
Yeah, go ahead. That was the years before cameras were everywhere. Fuck off.
Oh yeah. And that was all the rage and all the worry until my roommate was dating one of the security guards, and then it was like we had the run of the place from there. Good times.
Do you remember they had an assembly, and they brought us all in, and they said, "Look, we need all your contraband put out into the common area."
Oh
and
yeah,
no
we
one will be
won't.
busted.
Nobody will be in trouble.
And you will not be, no matter what it is, if it's illegal federally or illegal state, you will not be charged. You will not be, it will just be confiscated and taken off. And that was because we were running so much fun things during the time.
We might as well have had a black market rolling through there. Do you remember when we went home for like July 4th and I stole the bullhorn from the security guards? They searched every single bag except for mine. Because I was the roommate of the dude who's dating the security guard. They were like, Hawco, we played softball with them. They were like, oh, they wouldn't. Nope, they get to go. And then we're on the bus and I yell out with the fucking bullhorn, like, bye!
Oh my God, when she opened up my bag and she looked in it, she looked at me and she just poked around and she zipped it back up and she said, hey, have a good time. I was like, woo, okay.
Oh, man.
Walk out into the courtroom, and Sky goes, that's why I told you to get in line behind me.
Yep.
Said, thank you, sir.
Yep. Dude, it's crazy there now. They switch things up. They reverse the dorms. It's madness
dude,
up there.
I'm sure it's, because of the shit that we pulled, had, do you remember the time that we were drinking and we were all hiding on top of the roof and we had the security walkie-talkie. We could hear them talking to one another. And they're like, okay, we're going over here.
Like,
oh, it was great.
I mean, when we were all there, it was called the Loring Job Corps Center of Innovation.
Yes.
By the time we left, it was no longer the Center of Innovation. It was just LJCC.
Yep.
Like, we spanked that baby, and it was no longer, it was done.
AOTA classes.
Oh my
God.
God.
Great. That was great.
Yeah.
I mean,
so AOTA, as he's referring to, is like Alcohol and Other Drugs Anonymous or something. And that's what they call it. And even if you passed your drug test when you first got there, you still had to do 30 days of it. Whatever. And then if you failed your drug test when you got there, you had to do 30 days of it and then do another drug test and then so on and so forth. So when I got there, I failed my drug test. Had to do the 30 days. It's kind of where I met J-Dub within the AOTA group. And I finished up. I failed my second test. I was supposed to get terminated. The lady who ran the AOTA was like, Robert, are you saying you disagree with the results? And I was like, why, yes, Jen. Yes, Jen, I do. I disagree with these results. And she was like, we'll retest you in 20 days. I was like, yep, works for me. But then I continued to go to AOTA and ran it for the remainder of my stay.
And that was the funny thing, is that because of the knowledge that a few of us brought to the table of what, like, we weren't just pot smokers, because of what I've learned during my time of growing out in Hawaii and the time that Scott learned playing with other chemical drugs. She asked us to sit in classes and stuff and teach these kids, and it was just mind-boggling. Yeah, but it was because, I mean, honestly, we weren't blowing smoke up these kids. You know what I mean? We knew what we were talking about, and I mean, to the point of these kids would listen to us better than they would listen to, an adult.
Absolutely,
we knew that. So that just allowed us to open up our network of who does what on the campus. Okay, we can sell this person this. We can sell this person this, and we appreciate how much money they allowed us to make on that campus.
Yeah, because the paychecks were horrible. You only got a percentage of what you were actually getting. You would get was it a weekly or a bi-weekly allotment? Do you remember?
Bi-weekly.
It was bi-weekly. So, and you would start off. What's up, Jose? You would start off at like, what was it? $13 was your first.
Yep.
So you would get like $13.25 bi-weekly for months. And that was it. Like if you had Ma Dukes or something kicking you some cake, awesome. Other than that, you got your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner all at the mess, and you hope to hell you didn't want anything else. Or, I hate to say it, but it's almost prison-esque with the stores run out of bedrooms, like, get your ramen, And, I'm smoking a blunt of CBD. Brian, that is your choice. Sorry, somebody's commenting saying they're smoking a blunt of CBD buds. And it sucks. That's what they say. I don't know. I like my CBD and my THC together. They were in the plant together. Oh, okay. That's okay. I'm like, what happened? What's going on? So yeah, Brian, that's okay. That's okay. Just smoke it. If you're smoking it because you want to smoke a joint but you can't, will this cause you to pop on a test, though? That's what I worry about. If you're not smoking pot because you don't want to pop on a test, you may want to look into the... He said the government kicked me off. You've been black flagged. It's not depressing, Brian, man. I mean, does it taste bad? Does it taste different than regular bud? The courts say no THC, my friend. Hey, you know what? It's a long battle. We'll win. Don't worry. So that means it's okay for you to, have a little alcohol in your system to them, though, right? It's all right. It's all right. We'll get there. Really? Really? So the CBD will be fine on a test? And they're okay with that? Huh. It's just bothersome. It's really bothersome to me. Is it like a non-alcoholic beer? I wouldn't say so, because I've had some CBD gummies that fucking about rocked me. I mean, maybe I was just over mellow through them, but yeah, I mean, it's not like drinking a bunch of Old Duels and hoping that the percentage finally builds up. No alcohol. Okay, so you can't have alcohol in your system either for these. All right, then I'm not that mad at them anymore. I thought they were just like, THC, my vagina hurts. So that's good that that's not the case. And it tastes like weed. They don't know about. Now I'm lost. They don't know about what? They don't know about the CBD? Brian, you're fucking me up. You got a phone? Tell me about it. Talk to me. Because I gotta. I do. I wish I could see faces when I'm saying something directly and I'm like looking at you and I'm waiting for you to nod. And I know you're nodding on the other side of your camera or your phone or whatever, but I can't see that. So, I mean, so you can get that right at the store, though. Like, you can get a CBD blunt at a smoke shop. And, oh, that's a loophole. But I can get my card and smoke up a storm. All right. So, what is stopping you from getting the card? Is it just a matter of being able to get up and go? Or do you have to set up an appointment? Does anybody know how Brian can go about doing this? Or do you have to wait? Look at, see? Snow's already stopped. Everybody's all worried. Everybody's all worried. All right, you have a CBD guy? Yeah. There is a storm coming. You shouldn't have a CBD guy. I can literally go to 7-Eleven and buy CBD. I remember the first time I seen it on the counter at 7-Eleven on the North End, it blew my mind. I'm like, you guys can sell this? He's like, yeah, man, it's okay. Bob, you want some? And I'm like, no, I've got real stuff. Oh, stay down there, puppy. I'm too much of a dog guy. I don't have $200 to throw away. Automatic teller machine? No, I know it means at the moment. I just can't stand that. How about the fact that people say, hey, I gotta go over to the ATM machine and get money. ATM. What do you think the M stands for? You just literally said automatic teller machine. That's like when people say lukewarm. You know what luke means? Warm. You're literally saying warm water. Ooh, that's lukewarm milk. No, apparently it's warm milk. I just don't get. English sucks. We literally have the most ridiculous language in the world. It just really is. Like, CBD shatter? CBD shatter? CBD bud? CBD carts? Yeah. Why don't you not buy all that stuff and save up $200 and get your fucking card? You come to my house, smoke until then. Hey, David. David from Inbeyond. David from Inbeyond. Hello, David. Oh. Now I'll say hi, David. Mr. Preziosi, did you get your ass handed to you tonight? I've been dying to know. Dying to know. Do you think I could bring my dog next time? What do you guys think? Do you think Roscoe should come for a show? I mean, he'd probably just sit next to me and hope to hell I have a pocket full of treats. Wait, there's all kinds of Davids to say hi. I didn't buy it, I'm just telling you. Do you want to put his... No, you don't want to put his name out there, do you? It's all right. I don't want to buy CBD stuff anyways. Again. Like, why do we separate stuff? I know, right? A lot of Daves. You know, I get a lot of irritation from tenants sometimes at work because I don't remember their names all the time. You know, and they like look at me like, "Oh, come on. You've come into this unit and fixed this and da-da-da." Like, yes, I know. I get that. All right? And your name's probably David or Ryan or Brian or whatever. Well, I remember your name. Yeah, you do. My name's Bob. Two different ways. You could say that this way and that way, and it still says Bob. You cannot forget that. Like, hey, Ulysses, how you doing? I can't remember that. If everybody was just named Bob, it'd be so much easier. So much easier. We were discussing names earlier. How do you guys feel if I just start going by Carrie? Carrie, C-A-R-Y. I have a sister named Carrie, so unfortunately, if she's talking to me, we'll just revert back to what we should. What? David is short for Davifer? I'm gonna assume I pronounced that the way you're trying to say it. Davifer, yeah? Is that like a chick version? You're gonna have to explain that one. You know, I ran into, on the way here, Omar Fuentes. You don't remember Omar? He was on with us in my basement show. Omar Fuentes doesn't like to put his real name out there. Poor kid, stuck on the orange line, seeing me as I was managing my way out. And he was just stuck. I'm like, come on. And he's like, trying to get to the door, and it closed. It happens. Your name is multiple and confusing. Not you know, I am quite well at languages, and I kind of thought that that's what it was, but you don't have to explain anything. You keep that for yourself, Dave. You keep that to yourself. And Curtis, what's your middle name? Can we just call you Riley? Or is there too many? Bob, Robert, Robbie, Roberto, Bobby. Hobbs, Hobson. You really, seriously, look up nicknames for Robert and behold the monstrosity that is the shit they call my name. Allen, that's not bad. Curtis Allen. Oh my God. Carr. Ha. Your initials are Carr. Or Big Al. Oh, are they taking away a pinball machine? It's sad. Either that or he just came over to play. I want to play pinball. You want to play some pinball after? Smoke a doob? Play some pinball? What is the strangest thing you have ever been called? Oscar. I have a good friend of mine that I met when we were all being retarded, for lack of a better... Actually, there's probably all kinds of better words, but you know what? Get over it. I said we were being retarded. And, yeah, Buck Meow. Buck Meow is a good one. But, yeah, Oscar. What's his name? Paul Menslage, a.k.a. Buddha. Used to call me Oscar. Ah, man, it's an old-timey, oh, holy shit. This is what, so in like 35 minutes from now, when I'm super stoned, and I'm going to be like, that's what it was. Oh my God, that's literally going to bother the frig out of me for the rest of the night now. So I'm going to go with Buck Meow being one of the oddest nicknames I've ever had. Thank you, Mr. Preziosi. for smoking with me up behind the junior high that day, coughing like a madman, drooling, and saying "buck meow." That is how it transpired. I mean, there's more to that story, but yeah, we'll just leave that shit out. Do you need to get up here? Hi. My favorite response when someone calls me something different is, "You can call me whatever you'd like. Just don't call me early when I'm trying to wake up late." That's Dave, I like that. I like that a lot. It makes me think of don't call me Shirley. My name's not Shirley. Even though it's not what you said, it just made me think of it. So has anybody else got any accumulation from this squall or whatever the hell that just surpassed us and is gone? Because there is no more snow outside my window. But we're on the North Shore, right? This is North Shore-esque? Greater Boston? No? Yeah? I don't know. It's Everett. And you're red, bro. No. Do you know why I'm not red? They changed the lights. They were like, Hawco's going to be by himself. Let's get rid of the red. Let's get rid of the red and put blue. And I was like, yeah. In memory of Sean Redface Carnell. You still haven't called in. Still waiting for a call in. Yeah. Come on, Sean. I need you to call in and say hello. Just because. Because poloing you is irritating. This kid only polos me back when he's on the John. I don't want to talk to you while you're pooping. Hi, puppy. Sorry, everybody. I'm a dog person. My favorite icebreaker? See, I don't really have one. I'm just one of those assholes that talks to everybody. Oh. Hello. Thank you for calling the Hawco Hour.
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Doing good. But I'm wondering why when you call our show number, it says Kentucky.
We already had that discussion.
I don't fucking remember it, bro. I don't remember it. It says Kentucky. How are you? Is it fucking cold up there?
It's a little cold.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
I must suck.
It's gonna get colder. I mean, there was crazy flurries going on outside the window, but it looks fine now.
I'm sure I'm walking right back into the hell there with you when I get home. So
what do you got?
I'm just gonna enjoy my short stay away.
What do you got going on down there now? Like, you're just lounging?
Today there was only one game, so we had the afternoon to kind of relax, break off. Some people went and played golf. There was a couple other events, and then some other people just wanted to relax. I mean, they give you a full schedule down there. It's like you're at the park at 7:38. You're not out of there until like 5 o'clock.
Really?
You know, just heading back to the hotel.
It doesn't sound like camp at all.
Oh, bro, fucking, first off, listen, I heard your fantasy comment earlier, all right, you fucking crackhead? Okay? So let me just explain to the people what's going on. This is a...
Are you sleepy?
Ahead, spit it out, you fucking dick.
Are you sleepy?
No.
Buck Meow says you're
good.
sleepy. It sounds like you're sleepy. Must have been chasing balls.
Nope.
Go ahead, sorry.
Fucking showed that kid is. No, this was actually an opportunity for me, mainly when they first called me. You know, like, hey, you want to go to baseball camp? I'm like, baseball camp? I can barely walk right now. But there's been a lot of networking. It's not just baseball. So this program, what they do is they donate proceeds of this program to veterans program called Warrior Soar. We had the gentleman call in on the show before.
Okay.
And what that does is that allows Warrior Soar to, veterans that might be in a funk or had some stuff going on, a lot of injuries, whatever, they then get to send them to programs. They have programs like kayaking and, snowshoeing and all kinds of stuff. And this is one of their bigger programs, the fantasy camp. So there's other veterans down here with me, obviously.
Oh.
Guys that have had, I complain about my injuries, and you get around other veterans and you're like, man, I should just shut my fucking mouth. As bad as my year's been. There's a couple gentlemen down here, traumatic brain injuries, severe memory loss, hearing loss, who've had way more surgeries than me. But it's really cool because some of them also kind of do what I do, you know what I mean? Help with nonprofits and get veterans out of their funk. So,
yeah.
Right I can't mention the name of the program I met with today, but we met with
a separate program that you're...
Yeah, it's a major one on the whole Eastern Seaboard.
Okay.
And we had a discussion today. I got a random phone call yesterday. One of the people I work up there with, who were trying to put something together so that I could work with this same program that I met with today. And then that happened just random. I was like, wow, that was just kind of weird. So that when I come home, I can just keep, putting people in touch with the right people to improve existing programs or, create new ones. So it's been not a lot of baseball. I mean, like for me per se, I've played every game. I'm not running when I hit, and they stick me at first base.
He's not running when he hits, but he's number 9 out of the top 10.
I am number 9. I sent you that picture, number 9 on the batting average.
I seen that picture.
Yeah, I'm hitting.
I seen that picture and don't know enough about baseball to understand it, but I was like, "Fucking good job, buddy, number 9."
Yeah, if you get up 4 times in a game and you're 3 for 4, 4 for 4 regularly, it's pretty damn good.
Okay.
So I have the best batting average on my team, and I can't run. So
that's all right.
It's been fun. Like you wake up, you go to the park. The first day you're here, it's meet and greet. They provide you dinner. You go to the park. They have the Red Sox, actually one of the Red Sox physical therapists here in the facility. So before you start your game, any injuries you got, I've utilized that like every day.
Oh, nice.
Stretching, heat treatments, ice tub baths, hot tub baths. Before the game, you have one game, starts at 10 in the morning, come back to the clubhouse for lunch. I hit the trainer's table again. Boom, go out for the second game. Done with that, I hit the trainer's table a third time. So actually being down here, I was kind of worried, I'd probably want to run or catch, but it's afforded me the opportunity to actually start walking normal, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot of cool people there. Wait, the comments?
Yep.
Right? I can't see them.
I know you can't. I know. So Mr. Carr, a.k.a. Curtis Riley, would like to know how many gentlemen are in the tub with you?
One-man tubs, brother. But there's 4 or 5
One-man tubs,
all
but
in a
you
row.
can fit Curtis.
Yeah. I'm sure he would want to snuggle in.
And
yeah.
Danny...
His father named him Curtis Allen Riley so that when he was born, he could tell families, look, I got a brand new car, because his dad was a smart-ass too.
That's fucking awesome. Curtis, is that true? Curtis, if that's true...
Curtis was also named after one of his father's buddies in Vietnam.
Curtis... Yeah, Curtis. Yeah, Preziosi says all the dudes are in the tub with you. Curtis, you're officially a Hawco now. Curtis.
But no, it's been fun. Yeah, and the oil can boys, dude. The
Dude,
video
that was
I
awesome.
sent you.
I know.
But did you notice, the guys outside? So there's a back patio. Everyone's partying, and he's smoking cigarettes. He had a sleeve on. He did something to his arm.
Okay.
And he's coughing up a lung.
Yeah.
In between every puff. I mean, all night. It's
so you think it was PCP?
Dude, that guy's done it all. I mean, I remember reading the story too. It's like,
I know all about it.
Of course, you know when I'm talking to the guy, I'm sitting there going, definitely want to ask him about the crack stories. I wanted to.
It's
but it was
I'm sure he hears it all the time. Do you miss smoking crack? I'm sure, people are idiots, dude. People. I mean, I ask random ass questions too, and I'm, depending on what the level of severity is, I may hold back, I may not. But I'm sure he does. I'm sure he gets it all the time.
Yeah, and it's like, wrong place, wrong time. You know what I mean? I mean, we can joke about it, but I wouldn't do that.
No.
Wouldn't do that to the guy. You know what I mean? There's other people around. Like, that would be just embarrassing. Yeah, there's some of the, not older pros that are down here too. Last night had a couple cigars. I was sitting there with Keith Folk, Lenny Donato, Bronson Arroyo. He came here and played a concert.
Oh, really?
For the whole program. Yeah, he came here and played a concert for the whole program. Who else? Ryan Daubach.
Dabach.
Yeah, Daubach. There's one other one. Trot Nixon was here.
Trot.
Alan Embry's here.
Nice.
So, yeah, they're there with you every day. Like, they're your coaches.
Oh, that's cool.
So, it's heckling, dude. It's beer league baseball, is what it is. It's awesome.
It's heckling.
They heckle.
Are they horrible?
Yeah.
Are they like brutal?
It's fucking rated R, bro. Or else I
Oh,
film
that's
it.
awesome.
Yeah,
that is so
like you're
awesome.
trying to take a full count pitch, and it's like shit up throwing. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah, they give you the rules. Any call an umpire may go along with it. Game one, that had to have been just a setup. There's like 2 benches that emptied over a guy thinking he got tagged or not, and I'm just sitting there like, this is great. This is great. I'm like, clearly he was out. Whatever. They're yelling and screaming like they're playing in the World Series. Some people take it serious, but the majority, I think there's like 100 players here, 20 pros.
Okay. That's
So, but it's you're here to have fun, and I'm definitely doing that. It's very relaxing.
Do you get to deal with each pro, or is one pro
Oh, yeah.
assigned 5 players and each? You know what I mean? Like,
No,
you guys...
so the pros are our coaches. You get 2 coaches, and then we're all in the clubhouse together. So when we go eat, we all eat together. We go play golf. A lot of guys didn't want to play golf just because we get sore. You go together. We all play cornhole together.
I don't know how I feel about that statement, but go ahead.
Oh, come on, Rob. You can't try to make a joke out of every play on words. Cornhole.
Yes, I can.
Bean toss.
Yes, I can.
What, you want me to say play with the beanbag?
I'd rather you say beanbag toss than cornhole, you fucking cornhole.
All right, well, we played beanbag toss with the cornhole.
I will accept that.
How about that? Okay. But, no. And, like, some guys return every year. But, again, this was like a networking opportunity for me to relax. And it's panning out.
I'm happy that you got to go down there.
Oh, dude, me too. It's crazy. Like, all the stories I've told you about waiting years on paperwork and this, that, and the other. Hashtag this, that, and the other. I get down here and some of my paperwork starts to pop.
Of course.
I've been waiting 2 years for the stuff. I finally get here, and the phone's ringing. I'm like, oh.
Isn't that how it works, Sean? Like, my phone won't fucking budge all day. I plug it in the office in a completely different part of the building, and I come back to 17 missed calls. Like, did you guys wait for me to plug it in? Like, it's just the way it works. Like, you could be waiting for eons. The moment you stop waiting.
Dinner. We had a good dinner last night. They have this thing called, you can look it up, kangaroo court. You ever heard that term?
That does sound familiar.
So, for example, we had one of these guys with us, Kip. He's a veteran, civil vet, and not paying attention. He's the third out. So they have one of the guys, Gary Bell, old Red Sox pitcher. He goes around with a clipboard while the games are going on. That's what he does.
Okay.
And he's just taking notes. So Kip's the third out, and he goes into the dugout, and he's looking for stuff to get on the field, and he's like, guys, mind you, we have home and away jerseys, red and white.
Okay.
Guys, where's my equipment? And the team was like, you're on the wrong fucking bench. It's all the way across the field, like the other side. So, of course, Gary takes notes. That kind of stuff happens. We all have a dinner last night, and they get up. And if you had if you made a mishap, they bring it up at Kangaroo Court. You got to come up and you got to drop some cash in the bucket. And if you talk shit but try to appeal it, the cash value just keeps going up.
Oh.
So we raised like over $1,000 last night. Kangaroo Court goes into the SOAR program, so we can keep having veterans come down here. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I'm reading today about this damn winter vortex that's about to drop its nutsack on Massachusetts. I'm like,
It's we're already done with it. It's for the bitches.
yeah. Well, wait, is it supposed to be done soon?
Tomorrow, right? Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to get the cold air or coldness tonight and tomorrow, but it'll be nothing. It'll be nothing. Anybody who doesn't go to work for it tomorrow because it's so cold, move. Well, it boggles me. Like, oh my God, it's so cold out. Like, well, do you not buy winter clothes? We get all 4 seasons here.
Yeah. I was also just looking, should tell the voters, there's people on the station, other people that we know too, I forget the acronym, I was just looking at it, the New England Cannabis Awards or something like that. We know a bunch of people that are getting nominated for some stuff, so
I am
look
aware.
that up. I'm sure Brian's probably giving you the link he's going to send you the next minute. People go on and vote. There's some good people in our state of Massachusetts that are advocates, growers, teachers of marijuana, stuff like that, and all its glorious, list of things that it does to heal people in the state of Massachusetts, and they're kind of leaders in this field. And some of those people we know, some of those people are on our network, some of those people are on other networks that we're friends with.
Yeah.
Go on and vote. And if you don't know who they are, Google it and read about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a good show. I actually was thinking about getting us tickets, so if you want to go. You and me.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying there, bud. I know what you're saying. Why don't you just hurry up and come back to Massachusetts and quit playing fucking catch, huh? Hey,
Rob.
What?
You don't. Hold on. First off, people,
What?
if you don't know, my very good friend and brother here, being the cocksucker he is, doesn't watch sport. Okay.
No.
So every once in a while, I like to talk about sport.
Baseball.
And he just kills it. Like the Patriots game. Did you watch the Patriots game, Rob?
Oh, I actually did. I watched like the last half, second.
Did you really?
Yeah, second half.
Why? Were you forced to?
No, not at all. And I'll probably watch the Super Bowl. Squares, bitch.
There's a motive.
Yeah, there's a motive. I mean, at least with
ya.
watching football, there's some shit going on the TV, and it's just not somebody throwing a ball really fast and somebody hoping they fucking hit it. I mean, I don't take the skill away, because you got to be pretty damn fast. You got to be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
Earn your keep.
And Jose, to answer your question, we tackle whatever's up for that day. If you had a topic that you wanted to tackle and you were like, you know what, let me call these assholes, or let me text, or let me chime in on their page, you feel free. Most of the time we will announce what we're going to be discussing, but sorry, Sean, I wanted to answer Jose before his message got away from me on the screen and I forgot to answer him.
No, that's all good, bro. I've been watching too. Like, I was watching while I was downstairs, was grabbing Tylenol, trying to order something to eat. I had to call the wife and kids, and I saw Brian Fitzgerald. Like, when am I coming on, dude? And I commented. I think you might miss it.
I seen it.
People, if you want to come on, like, yeah.
Hit one of us up.
The only thing that we say to you is have a topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we love when guests come on and we can just pick their brain, laugh about them. I mean, Rob and I can make fun of each other every single week. But,
all day.
We do it every day, but we want some guests coming on talking about some cool shit. You could write a whole show and we'll look at it before we go on and go, cool, we'll talk about everything you want to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you had a shit day, come on, laugh with us. We laugh at ourselves. I do it daily, Laughing is so much easier than, like I heard you, getting angry about everything in the world. That's just not what we're going to do.
It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, what was that? Martin Luther King Day. And I saw that quote. It was like, it's so much easier.
The hate one?
It's so much easier to be happy than to hate. I'll choose happiness.
Hate,
something like that. I'm probably
hate's another thing. It's another waste of fucking emotion, man.
Waste of energy.
David, you are absolutely right. David. Dave.
But listen, you're doing a good job, by yourself.
We're not going to run the full 2, though, just so you're aware. So you'll be shortly free of having to listen because it's about to get obnoxious in here.
Why? I don't need to know.
Yeah, you do.
Doesn't matter.
You do know, but you know.
Well, I hear dog. Is there a dog show going on?
No, I wouldn't. Jesus, dude, there could be a mass of dogs in here barking, and I would not stop the show. I'd be like, nope, let's go 2 hours. But, people are going to start answering questions that I know all the correct answers to, and I just don't want
Oh, it's trivia night. I think we did that in one episode. We were like, hold on.
I answered
I know the
everything
answer to that.
except for one question that night, and I got every one of them right. I'm trying.
You know what? I think we need to change direction on the topic. We've done trivia night with Prez, which was awesome. We can do another trivia night. Let's just pick a different topic. It's a different genre, if you will. Maybe we can do one THC related. How about that?
I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. Maybe see if people are paying attention when I teach them little things about marijuana. I'd love to have like a marijuana lesson. Apparently there's a storm coming. Pan the room. I can't pan the room. It's a stationary camera on a tripod right now. What I'll do is when we're wrapping up, I'll go live from the Hawco Carnell show from my phone and just give you a little whip around the room so you can see what's going on at this lovely brewery. Down the road brewery, down the road beer works. Which name do they go by? Beer company. Well, no, because I've seen, like, even when you look it up, it pops, each one of them is them. But it's down the road beer company. Okay.
Also, just so the listeners don't get it twisted, I gave you options for a co-host tonight. I gave you 3 of them.
You did.
Where's your crazy cousin that I love?
Jimbo couldn't do it. He is willing and able. We just need to have that a little bit more planned for him.
Okay.
Jimbo would do it. Prez just said he'd do another trivia night. Our original host or guest host was let's not do trivia on Superman and Batman the movie. They keep on saying Martha. They just happen to have the same last name. I mean the same name. That dog is not mean. Their tails are going. Let them talk. People are stupid. Sean.
Yo.
When do you come back?
I come back Super Bowl Sunday. My flight leaves at around 11. So I'll be back early afternoon. Be back home in time for the game.
You will be back in time for the game. Excellent.
I got to hit Dom up and you because we were planning on doing Super Bowl at my house, but I think my wife's overwhelmed. I just had her on a Facebook video. Kids have been running wild, My daughter misses me 1 second and then, yeah, we didn't sleep in your bed. I'm like, yeah, right. Then she pans back, into the video. Just get in. I'm like, oh, God. So she's getting overrun by the Army.
Does Uncle fucking Hawco need to go kick Logan around and steal Nora? I'd just bring Nora home. Nora would just come to my house.
You can take Laura for a day, but don't kick my son, okay?
Why?
We'll have issues.
I've heard the way you talk to him. I will kick him all I want.
I heard the way you talk to your son. I will break your fucking jaw.
That's okay. As long as I get that kickoff before you punch me, we're good. He'll learn his lesson.
No.
Is she all right down there, though? Seriously, on a serious note? Is she good down there?
Yeah.
All
no,
right.
she's good. No. Her and I both, even when I travel, I don't know about you, but after a few days, I'm like, I'm a homebody. I'm like, I could go home.
You see where I'm sitting right now?
I did before I hopped on the phone with you.
Oh, that makes sense. This is about the extent of my travel.
Yeah.
Except for when we drive to Virginia, that's
What a glorious ride it was. And did you update the people on? Well, why don't you update the people on our bet? But now that we've had a week of back and forth.
Uncle Hawco sounds like. Well, when you spell it with a K, it does sound like a serial killer with a clown mask. So, yeah, what Sean's referring to is the previous bet made many, many moons ago back at our previous spot, where if the Patriots made it to the Super Bowl, that my friend and our call-in co-host, Mr. JW, would come on up from Virginia Beach, Virginia. And now, before people who maybe, whatever their situation may be, we plan on having him dress drag and be on the show. Not to make fun of drag, but because he's a heterosexual male who's not going to be comfortable in women's clothing. There's no fun being...
because it was his idea.
Yeah, well, it was his idea, too. And if the Pats didn't make it to the Super Bowl, Sean and myself would go down there for a weekend, and Sean was entering a drag contest. Different
Ladies
animal.
and gentlemen,
I get it.
you never bet against the GOAT. That was an easy bet. I think it was week 2 of the season. Not gonna lie.
It was. You were clenching teeth, weren't you?
It shriveled back into my stomach somewhere while I was watching that game.
Yeah,
it definitely did.
Oh, just as I was watching the edit, because what had made me turn it on was Danielle must have clicked it on, and she was like, "No." J-Dub said no, that we did that bet because you didn't want to bet money.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, I like how he changes things, people.
You
know,
both
the only thing
changed
that he
things.
needs to change is into a woman's dress, and then we'll fucking listen to him.
So, yeah, like a lot of people are like, well, that's not even, and it is even in my eyes because J-Dub being on the show in women's clothing is going to be plastered on the internet and there until the singularity, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's
Whereas,
gonna be like Prestige Worldwide. We're gonna put them everywhere.
Whereas if they needed that flag, yeah, you sound just like everybody else.
People, shut up. The game's over.
What does it matter? It's in the past. Sticky. Love you, brother. I know. People don't call you that anymore. I don't care. So
listen, I'm gonna let you go.
All right.
And I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're hanging in fucking just fine as expected.
Thank you, sir.
So when I get back, we're gonna hit the ground running on a few things. That we talk about. And I can't wait. Like I'm happy to be here, specifically because I get to hang out and make friends with other veterans that some live close to us. None of them are in Massachusetts. One's in Vermont. Two are in Vermont. One's in Connecticut. One's in Florida. One's from California. And it's funny. You got 100 players. There's some wives. You got all these people in there partying, and then you got like 8 dudes sitting out the back. It's easy to find each other and just start talking. And it's been great to hear their stories. They listen to mine, and it's like being part of a platoon again. It's a really good feeling. Something I'll definitely probably be doing every year that I can. So, people, if you know a veteran that's going through shit, give them a call. Sometimes that's all they want. But I will hit you back up when I get home, my friend.
All right, brother.
And we will go from there.
I'm sure I'll talk to you before then, you baseball bitch.
FYI.
What?
I made that phone call today, so we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, you did talk to him. Good. Thank you.
No, I made a call waiting on one back.
Okay.
So.
Good to go.
People, humans, be good, be safe. Don't be an angry prick.
Stay warm.
Wake up tomorrow and smile because you woke up.
I'm just so proud he said specific. He didn't call it.
What?
He didn't call it an ocean. And more specifically, people do that shit all the time. Stupid language.
All right, my man. I'll hit you up tomorrow.
All right, brother. Love you, man. Have a good night. Be safe.
Love you too, bro. Brian, be good. Peace.
Oh, my Jesus. Shall we carry? Well, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, Dub, honestly, I know what you're referring to in these little messages down here. I so cannot wait. I don't want to give anybody a date until you guys are for certain down there in Virginia Beach, but you need to make that, and I know you know what I'm talking about because it's going to be priceless. And then we'll frame it. After, obviously, you wear it. Did Uncle Bobby just say stupid? Wait, what? What did I... Lily, what are you talking about? My sister is saying something, and I don't know what she means. Lily, explain. Explain. Call and explain. We're only gonna run a few more minutes here. We're fixing to tone it down because these guys are gonna get loud, and I don't want to compete because they're probably not gonna like me if I start raising my voice. I've got a microphone. I don't need it. I can be loud. Yeah, so Lily, you're not giving me any input as to why I just said stupid. Did I say stupid? I didn't think so. Alicia Marie, you're crazy. But I love you because we share blood. That's how we are. Scooter J. Yes, I'm not kidding you. Like, I cannot wait. Can I share that with one more person? Just so I can laugh about it in a little... You know what? I'm just gonna. But he can't. He won't disclose. I'll make him sign something. Jay, you know, you're late. You're late to the show. I'm literally about to cut. Like, that's all right, though, because you can watch it all. After we're done, comment. I'll chime back in. I'll be on the train riding home. I am crazy. I'll take it. Of course you will. You're my sister. If you could have dinner with anyone living or dead, celeb or family, who would it be? Is it weird that I would say both my grandmothers and Jim Morrison? I don't know why. Like, just want to smoke a doob with them. Love both my nanas. Ah, I'm not red. Am I red? Yeah. All right. Whatever if I'm red. I won't be... Oh. I noticed that it says replying. I don't think I've ever replied via the comments like that. I am so happy you figured that out, Sean. Kudos to you in learning your applications. So, with that said, people, I'm going to wrap it up here just because... Yeah, see, my microphone isn't hooked to their PA system. Theirs is. And I don't want to get angry. I don't think Jim Morrison would try to go for my nanas. What? Oh, yeah, you know what? I can see my grandmother on my father's side definitely flirting with Jim Morrison. I don't know if Nana from the Hawco side would, but I know Nana from the Tatro side would. I know that for a fact. Oh, man. So two completely different families joined to make this fucking guy right here. Well, anyways, everybody, I love you all. I need everybody to continue being happy. Don't be angry. Don't waste your time with it. The next time you're angry with somebody, hug them. Don't belly-to-belly suplex them. Hug them. And smoke more pot. Let's make this not taboo. I love you all. Have a good night.
They're not there for you until they approach that line and their mind pollute. Conclusions of grandeur and fear ensues. No wonder we're broken and bruised, feeling consumed. Despair and time is fucked up being used. Lord, will we ever know time for you to go away. Oh no, I think it might be time for you to go away. I think it might be time for you to go.
Was everyone like this? I stand up and brush just to spot this. They don't invite this. Ain't everything messed up? We're doing our best, but it's time to dismiss this.
No wonder we're broken and bruised, feeling consumed, despair, tarnished, fucked up and used. Lord, will we ever know? We know nothing yet. And Lord, we know. Oh no, I think it might be time for me to go away. Oh no, I think it might be time for me to go away. Oh no, I think it might be time